Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Shawn's the name and credits the game today. And since we're coming up on a full year since this viral video was posted, I figured let's do something similar today. Oh, and ignore the nice clothes. I usually don't dress up for these videos. Just got back from shooting something at the ABC 15 studio. A little bit of a flex. But if you've watched my other credit videos, you should be an absolute pro when it comes to building your credit scores. If you haven't, check the link in the description to go check out that video playlist. But we should all know that revolving credit cards are very important in building your scores. And having one that will always approve you is super important. But today, I want to do something just a little bit different. I want to talk about some credit score hacks that don't involve a credit card. So, let's do it. As many of you know, I'm a licensed mortgage broker in Arizona and Texas. What does that mean? Well, that means I see tons of credit reports every single day. And that requires me to learn these little hacks and secrets to kind of improve my clients' credit scores to get them to qualify. So I've been around the block when it comes to credit, and I'm really excited to share these tips with you today. Because the higher your scores are, the better my life is as a mortgage lender. So let's just jump right into this list of credit score hacks that I highly recommend you do to boost your credit. Hack number 1, Experian Boost. This is probably the most popular hack everyone is talking about purely because it's super easy and it's free. So who doesn't love free and easy? Experian Boost basically just adds on-time payment history onto your credit report. For example, you've got monthly bills that don't actually report to the credit bureaus. We're talking things like Netflix and your utilities and your cell phone and things like that. If you make those payments on time, you can actually add all of that on-time payment history onto your credit report, and it'll help you tremendously. And again, Experian Boost is super popular because it just links right up to your bank account, and when you make these payments, it'll instantly pull in 6+ months of on-time payments. Again, very easy to do, and I've seen it bring up some of my clients' scores 40+ points in pretty much 5 business days. It's sweet. All right, so the pros. Well, as you can tell from what I've been saying, it's very easy to do. You get basically immediate results. It's within 3 to 7 business days, which is very quick for credit. You also get Experian credit monitoring plus an updated score for free that they give you for that. And then have I mentioned that it's also free 99? Seems pretty amazing, right? Well, there's also some cons that are involved with the Experian Boost. One, it only impacts your Experian score, so not your TransUnion nor your Equifax. And pretty much if you have a super high Experian score and your TransUnion and Equifax are really low, it doesn't really matter because lenders take the median score. So whatever your 3 are, whichever one is in the middle of those 3, that's your FICO score. I've talked about this too, but you can't have one without the other 2. It also doesn't really work great for individuals who already have great payment history. So if you already pay your mortgage or credit cards or any type of monthly bills that do reflect on your credit report, like student loans, if you already make all those payments on time, Experian Boost probably isn't going to give you that much of a benefit unless you don't have a big payment history with those other loans already on your credit report. So it's kind of hard to determine if it's going to be right or not for you. You can always go check it out. But again, if you already have a long history of making payments on time and you don't have any late payments, Experian Boost probably won't do a whole lot. And then with that, the last con is it doesn't include on-time rent payments, which will impact your scores much better than utilities. But I've got a solution for that in just a second. Now, if you want to check out Experian Boost, see if it actually does improve your score, again, it's free and easy, takes you a couple minutes. I'll leave a link down below for you to go over to Experian's website to get it all set up. And I'm actually going to leave a link for all these hacks down below in the description, so definitely check it down there. All right, hack number 2. Rock the Score. This one's probably my personal favorite out of all these because it improves your credit score instantly and it is baller, okay? So it's a service that reports your on-time rent payments over the past 2 years, plus it gives you monthly credit history as you continue to make your rent payments. Hands down, out of everything on this list, this one tip has gotten the most improvement for all of my clients if you make your rent payments on time. All right, so the pros. Well, one, it's a massive amount of credit history on a large payment since most people's rent is like their most expensive monthly liability. And then 2, it reports to 2 bureaus, Equifax and TransUnion. It also has immediate results, again, 3 to 7 business days, and it's actually a lot cheaper than other rent reporting services. But there's cons. Well, first of all, it costs, all right? It's not free. There's a $25 startup fee and an $8.95 monthly fee, plus there's an optional $99 historic reporting fee, which I highly recommend because it'll add in the last 2 years of your rental payments, and if those are all made on time, you're gonna have 2 years worth of history instantly added to your report. and it's gonna boost your score tremendously. I promise you. Think of it as a $124 startup fee and an $895 monthly fee, which kind of sounds expensive because it isn't free, but let's say you keep it on your report for a year. So in total, you'll spend just over $200 and it will save you thousands of dollars on high interest rate loans that you're gonna be getting from having a low credit score. So it's a very minimal expense to save you, again, thousands of dollars. And then the last con, it doesn't report to Experian. But again, link down below to check out Rock the Score. All right, hack numero 3, opt-out pre-screen. I love this one because most people have no idea about it, and it's like that little gem I keep in my back pocket that's just like gold, and I love telling people about it. And I think I've actually talked about this before, but it's a super easy and free way to grab a couple of quick credit score points if you're in a bind, all right? So it takes 2 minutes to fill out this form, and then it basically tells businesses that you're no longer interested in receiving information about opening new credit cards or like lines of credit. Then all 3 of the credit bureaus basically see this and go, wow, he's being really financially responsible by saying he doesn't want all these offers sent to him, and they'll give you a couple of free points. All right, so the pros. 1, it's very easy to do. Again, immediate results, 3 to 7 business days, reports to all 3 bureaus, and best part of all, it's free 99. Then when we look at the cons, well, there's just actually one con. It only impacts your score by probably 2 to 7 points, so it's not gonna do anything major. But almost all of my clients who have done all 3 of these hacks have seen some drastic changes in their credit score. I mean, literally have boosted them up tons of points, and it has helped us tremendously. So I highly recommend you do all 3, not just one, because you're really not gonna get the most out of doing just one, and you're not really gonna see that big of an improvement, and you're gonna be kind of let down. So do all 3. And before I end the video, I'm actually gonna give you a bonus hack because that's who I am. We all love free bonus stuff, right? Bonus hack, here it is, all right? Become an authorized user on someone else's credit card, okay? I've talked about this a ton in the past, but if you can become an authorized user on someone else's card, which basically just means you get to use someone else's card, the credit bureaus will pull in all of their credit history. So if they have great credit history on that specific line of credit, you're gonna get all of that added onto your report, and it's gonna boost your score up in like 30 days. So that's a phenomenal tool to use. The only reason I didn't include it with my normal hacks is because not everyone has access to someone else who's gonna let them be an authorized user and who actually has good credit. So it's not something that everyone can do, but the other 3 tips I did talk about in this video, you can definitely do, and there's no excuses. So there you go. But real quick, the pros, it's free 99, okay? It's gonna improve your score drastically, again, if they have phenomenal credit. We're talking as much as like 30 to 65 points, and it's also very easy to do. Cons, again, you gotta find someone who has great credit and who will let you be an authorized user. And then also it takes up to 30 days to update your scores on your report, so it's not necessarily considered instant. Definitely take advantage of these to save you tons of money in the long run by improving your credit. If you watch a lot of my videos on this channel, I'm constantly talking about credit because it's the driving force and it's basically what makes up your financial fingerprint. So if you have bad credit, you're always gonna be a step below everyone else by paying higher interest rate loans and having higher monthly payments, and it's just gonna be a lot harder for you. So I highly recommend you take advantage of these tips and you actually improve your credit. And again, I've got tons of great videos down below. I'll say it again, go watch those videos because it surprises me how many people actually don't know a lot about credit, and I'm always trying to educate people and get them to get their scores up. I know it's not easy, it's gonna take some time, it might even take a little bit of money, but I promise you it's worth it in the long run. Otherwise, I hope you learned something new. That's always the goal with these videos, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you can hit that like button and also subscribe for more content, because I'm always trying to release some really good tips and tricks for you to kind of improve your situation. And then one last favor, if you could share this video with someone who really needs it, okay? If you have a family member or a friend who could really benefit from this video and from these tips, please send them the link to this and get them on the right track. Again, hopefully you learned something new, and I hope you have a great week. I will see you in the next one.